In Week 3 of its Going Deep series, CA football visits Villanova, where junior defensive lineman Pat Williams has been a growing presence on the playing field, as well as on campus and in the community, giving back to causes that he knows all too well. The life challenges he's faced and since overcome continue to shape him both as a player and a person.
Growing up, really I had a bad attitude, really didn't want to listen to nobody, wanted to live my life how I wanted to live it. You know, I was around drugs, gunshots every night, not knowing if I would live to see the next day sometimes. What made me who I am today was my best friend back home. He was shot and killed in front of me. But it really changed me because it's like every day's not promised. I wanted to just get out of that life and just shape up into somebody that my mom really wanted me to be.
He needed to be at a school that was going to look after him. I knew he had somewhat of a difficult background and that we were going to have to be a nurturing place for him.
I never had that good dad role model, so I would always rely on my Pee Wee football coaches, my high school football coaches, my coaches now.
The ups and downs of football in general have helped Pat develop, in his world.
The influence they had on me is just being that father figure that I never had.
This is a great sport, and Pat has really derived a lot from college football.
We don't forget where we come from, and where we come from helps shape and make us who we are.
Those struggles really helped me move forward because I want to get my mom and my sister out of the situation that we're in.
Just watching him progress here has been really a great joy, seeing some of the things that he's had to overcome in his life and his willingness to kind of take some of the experiences, some of the tougher experiences that he's had, and use them as a way to really try to reach out and help others.
Going to high school and going to college, as I started to exceed in life, I always wanted to give back because somebody did that for me. Now I wanted to pass that on.
Student-run emergency housing unit of Philadelphia, which we refer to as 3HUP, is an organization run by students to house men during the coldest months of the year.
Our kids go down there and spend time with them, whether it's a breakfast or a dinner, or whether they're just reading with them or talking football, hanging out, watching a game with them.
And I know that the partnership that Villanova's football team has had with 3HUP has been an important component to helping these men holistically get back on their feet.
And they want to go out and try to share what they have with somebody else. That's why I'm here. I love to be a part of that.
That's one of the reasons why I've been at Villanova for 29 years, because it's more than just a football program. It's bigger than that.
The partnership grew over time, but Pat Williams was one football player who would come very frequently to the shelter. He was almost there every night.
Well, I get my work done, then I want to go to the homeless shelter and hang out with the guys, or go to St. Barnabas and hang out with the kids on the playground set.
He's kind of used his experiences to help him identify and connect with other people who may have gone through going through some of the same hardships that he's had to go through.
I try to be that role model to them that, I was in this situation, so if I can make it, you can make it.
He has experienced extreme poverty, he has experienced homelessness, but he is working very hard to overcome it. He gives hope to the men in our shelter that they too might be able to achieve their dreams.
I go with a smile and I just talk to them because when you open up to them, you learn from them just as they learn from you.
He's experienced it, he's walked it. And when he tells the men at the shelter that he supports them and he believes in them, I do believe that the guests trust him a great deal.
People like Pat show that it's not just work, it's fun, it's fulfilling, it adds purpose to your life. And in doing that, it's not work, it's really why we're here.
Pat is not the stereotype. Homelessness and poverty has many faces, many causes, and many obstacles to overcoming it.
Having been down and out in his life, he understands about doing things right and wanting to be on the good side of things all the time.
See him make that a priority in his life, you can see that here's somebody that really wants to make a difference.
Pat's undeniable spirit of friendship, resilience, and service have made him a favorite among many in and around the Villanova community. Visit srihub.org for more information on the organization and check out cafootball.com and cafootball.wordpress.com for upcoming Going Deep features and other on-campus coverage which the league will present as it visits all 11 league schools this fall.